Soft, melancholic piano music begins, reminiscent of a forgotten music box. A slightly breathy young female voice begins with a faint Eastern European accent. Oh, darling, you wouldn't believe. It's not about the money, you understand. Though admittedly, the sheer audacity of charging premium for such disarray. It's the principle of the thing, the utter disregard for basic human decency, wrapped in a pastel-toned facade. You do understand, don't you? A girl has standards. Elevated standards, it's trauma from back home, honestly, where everything was grey. I simply crave beauty. It all began with such hope, you see. A carefully curated Instagram feed, all shimmering turquoise and gleeful children. Chrispy Waterpark Resort Crete Island, the name itself a saccharine promise of carefree joy. My mother, she insisted. A little sun, darling. A little relaxation. You work too hard stressing over your PhD. As if even sunlight can fill the void of existential dread, honestly. Anyway, she booked it. All inclusive, of course, I am not slumming it. Let's begin with the arrival. A 3-hour odyssey from Heraklion Airport, winding through olive groves that admittedly were lovely. But then, the resort. Never have I witnessed such a cruel joke played on expectations. It was bifurcated. A front half dazzlingly polished, all bustling receptionists and gleeful families. And then you stumbled upon the other side. The overflow, the area for those of us deemed unworthy of proximity to the actual fun. I booked a double room with a garden view, and what did I get? A room facing a well, not a garden, more like a parched patch of dirt and a service road. I asked politely for a change, a simple request, a reasonable request. Oh, but here's where the education began, you see. I was informed, with the breezy indifference only a seasoned hospitality professional can muster, that a move closer to the water slides, the hot spot, would necessitate an upgrade. €30 a night, 30, for the privilege of being within earshot of screaming children. It wasn't about the €30, of course, it was about the message. About being told without a single word spoken that my comfort was less valuable. As if I didn't already know my materiel status. Honestly, the audacity. The room itself, it was a testament to budget cuts. Tiny is generous, darling. It was the size of a well-appointed walk-in closet. Air conditioning functioned eventually, and that was the only part that worked without a fight. The walls, paper thin. I could recite the nocturnal habits of the family in the adjacent room. Every cough, every whispered argument, every intimate moment. Privacy, it seems, is a luxury one must pay extra for. And the food. Oh, the food. If Dante were to create a 9th circle of hell, I assure you, it would be modelled after the Chrispy Waterpark Resort buffet. A bleak landscape of beige. Day after day, the same culinary atrocities paraded before us like a macabre performance art piece. A sort of culinary purgatory. Imagine, if you will, a sad, lonely chicken nugget attempting to make eye contact. The sauces, darling, watered down. As if reducing the flavour wasn't sufficient degradation, they dilute the very essence of enjoyment. The snack bar, a monument to despair, offered endless variations on the theme of slightly less fresh fries. No fresh juice, you see, simply coloured water masquerading as refreshment. And the coffee. Oh, the coffee tasted like something salvaged from a forgotten archaeological dig. A cappuccino, an extra charge, and even then it was an insult to the very concept of cappuccino. The beer. You wouldn't believe this, they watered down the beer. They did, I'm sure of it. It's the predictability, darling, that truly breaks the spirit. Every meal a repetition of the last. A relentless cycle of culinary disappointment.
The reality of businesses near Chrispy Waterpark Resort. Crete Island if you're staying near Chrispy Waterpark Resort. Crete Island. And expecting charming little cafes, welcoming restaurants, or relaxing spas. Lower those expectations. The businesses here, they're a mixed bag, and by mixed, I mean mostly bad. Let's start with the spas. If you're dreaming of a peaceful massage after a day at the water park, think again. The spas near Chrispy Waterpark Resort are, at best, overpriced and underwhelming. At worst, a complete scam. Take Aegeo Spa, for example. Guests have paid hundreds for massages, only to be handled by what they describe as inexperienced teenagers working under outdoor tents. One couple was promised a high-end experience but got weak, amateurish pressure and zero privacy. Another visitor watched their masseuse scroll on their phone the entire time. And when people asked for refunds, denied. If this is luxury, Then a folding chair in a parking lot is a 5-star suite. Now, restaurants. Oh, the restaurants. If you want to feel like an unwanted guest at a pretentious party, Peskesi is your spot. The reviews paint a clear picture, empty tables everywhere, but walk-ins turned away unless they look elegant. One group was told they had exactly 1 hour to eat before the next reservation, despite half the place being empty. The food, some say it's decent, but the service? Rude, dismissive, and borderline hostile. One diner asked for a bill and was handed a card machine without even seeing the charges. Another was served cold, flavorless lamb with mystery ingredients. And if you dare to call for a reservation, prepare to be interrogated like you're applying for a bank loan. Nightlife. Don't get your hopes up. Eclipse Bar Platanias is where fun goes to die. The drinks. Watered down to the point you'll wonder if the bartender is afraid of alcohol. The staff. Cocky, unprofessional, and, according to multiple guests, openly rude to customers. One woman reported being assaulted by another patron, only for staff to ignore the danger and let the guy back in. And if you're paying €10 for entry, you'd at least expect decent music. But no, one reviewer compared it to a 12th grade party. Coffee lovers, brace yourselves. Monogram might look stylish, but the coffee is a crime. Guests describe it as either sickly sweet or bitter enough to strip paint. One poor soul found bugs floating in their orange juice. And when they complained, no apology, just indifference. Another customer asked for sugar in their cappuccino and was handed a spoon like they'd asked for a kidney transplant. Then there's Blackout Cocktail Bar Restaurant, where chaos reigns. Orders take forever, half the menu is unavailable, and when the food finally arrives, it's often wrong. One guest got a burger that tasted like burnt grease. Another was charged €2 for a tiny dab of ketchup. And if you buy anything from their shop next door, good luck. One customer was told their inflatable broke because they were too heavy. Classy. So what's the verdict? Businesses near Crispy Waterpark Resort suffer from 3 fatal flaws: bad service, overpriced mediocrity, and a stunning lack of care. Whether it's spas cutting corners, restaurants playing dress code police, or bars serving glorified juice, the pattern is clear. This is an area where customer satisfaction is an afterthought. If you're visiting, my advice: lower your expectations, bring snacks, and maybe just stay at the water park. At least there, the only thing getting soaked is you, not your wallet.
Okay, so I've been looking into stuff around Crispy Waterpark Resort in Crete. It's not great, you know. Honestly, it makes you not even want to go for your 2 weeks, does it not? It's supposed to be all sunshine and slides, but there's other things happening. Businesses around Crispy Waterpark Resort, generally, they seem to be really good at appearing legit, like super official. Which is how people get tricked, I guess. There was this businessman near Hersonissos, not far from Crispy Waterpark Resort. He got a call pretending to be from the government. Can you believe that? They knew everything about an invoice he was expecting. Everything. They sent a link to pay and he gave them his bank details. And 10,000 just vanished, like poof. I bet he felt so stupid afterward, didn't he? He probably spent days on the phone with the bank and the police just going in circles. I imagine the scammers are long gone, probably already using a new account somewhere else, laughing. They get away with it, you know, it's just unfair. Then around Gooves, close to Crispy Waterpark Resort, there's a waterpark holiday resort, and people are saying their Premium Plus drink package is a total scam. Honestly, who even makes a Premium Plus package at a water park? It's just sad. People paid extra for fancy drinks and they got watered down beer instead. And if you asked for something proper like spiced rum, they said they didn't have it. What even is the point? I bet everyone who bought that package spent the rest of their holiday feeling ripped off, grumbling under their breath. They probably left bad reviews online, but the water park probably just ignored them. They get tourists every day, you know. They don't really care about 1 or 2 complaints. It's depressing, really. It just feels like around Crispy Waterpark Resort, you have to assume everyone is trying to take your money. Which, you know, isn't a very nice way to spend your holiday. It's not right, it's just not right.